Okay, what we've got here is the Dynam 182 Cessna. This is the same one that I had the camera attached to the bottom side in the onboard video. Also the same one you might find on Dave Power's website. Um, there's only a couple modifications I have done, or not even modifications, just alterations I've done on this plane. I'd just like to point out real quick. First of all is you're going to find, if you get this plane, that a very minor accident is going to cause the propeller to break very easily. It's very low to the ground. So what I've done is I've gone out and bought a whole bunch of 9x5 and 9x6 props. They go on real easy, so very handy to have. I've been hitting a lot of snowbanks, and what actually happens is the snow mounds up on the road, and I'll actually hit a chunk of snow and it just breaks the propeller right in half. So I've gone through about a dozen propellers on this thing already. What I've noticed though is that the front landing gear is very strange in that I haven't taken it apart to actually examine how it works, but one way it actually reverses, and then if I were to hook up the radio, it would get almost about 180 degrees of rotation when it's backwards like this. So you may find that yours might have too much rotation. If so, flip it around like that, and it's just got about maybe 40 to 45 degrees each direction, and it's perfect. It's great that way. One thing that I do plan on doing eventually, once I get bored with it, is just putting a servo in each wing rather than the linkage in a single servo. That way you can get flap-arounds. Be nice to have because this thing is really fast and hard to bring in, especially when I fly it in my neighborhood here. Little cooling port, not an issue here because it's 20 degrees. That's why I'm not having the video outside. Too friggin' cold out. But my favorite one of all here is you have to actually put the control horns on here. They just basically press on because it's real light foam. So what I've done for the elevator, just like Dave said, they want you to put it on the bottom side, but these are the Dubro flexible rods, or just plastic flexible. So when they push, they bend and they give, and they're not that strong. So what I've done is I've totally removed the flexible rod from where it was on the bottom side, pulled it out because it's just basically fastened in, it's tight and fastened in, removed it, and you can kind of see it right there. I've just pushed it right through the foam, and then the control surface is right there. So when the elevator goes up, it just goes right in between that little crack, and you can't even see it. It's slick. The other one works just fine. The rudder is just fine. No need to change that at all. But I like the Dubro flexible rods. They're nice because you can get them at most hobby shops if they break. But on the same hand, they are weak when they push. So it's fine for an elevator because they really only needs to go one direction. But not my favorite. Not my favorite by far. So my next step is I'm going to put some flaps on this sucker. I'm probably going to move the CG back because, like I said, it is fast. And when you're trying to bring it in, you just try and pick it up a little bit and it just goes out of control. So I'm going to move the CG back a little bit, make it a little bit more floaty. And I might have to put a gyro on it to keep it stable. But overall, it's an excellent plane. I would probably rate it an 8 out of 10, especially for the price. That's the big key. You know, it's nice and small too, so I just throw it in the car, and it flies excellent. But I just wanted to point out a couple things because I know some people were having some issues in the forums about how to get this thing set up just right. I hope I was partially helpful. Anything else, and let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you.